Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today we've got Erika with us. Hey, Erika.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. So today we're going to be talking about anxiety and how to overcome it. So important. Highly requested video, actually.
Right. So yeah, I think anxiety is just letting your negative thoughts run wild, right?
Mm,
Start having one negative thought and then another one, and another one, all the way until you get to that anxiety, feeling that you don't want to be at. So I really believe that in order to not feel that anxiety, you have to be on top of your thoughts, right? The moment that you notice that you're thinking negative, no, cancel the thought, change it into a positive intention, or do whatever it is that you need to do to not keep thinking negative, right?
exactly. So, I mean, I used to have anxiety years and years and years ago. And my main thing with anxiety was I was either worrying about the future or I was worrying about what other people thought about me. Right. And you're right. Okay. So to battle it, we change our thoughts. But really, when we think about it, if you were to say, well, I mean, if I was to say, if I have a conversation with myself and say, well, you know what, I have anxiety. I'm worried about what, Jerry thinks about me. But then, you know what? I mean, everyone is you pushed out and my thoughts create. So wait a minute, why am I worried about what he thinks about me? I create what he thinks about me. You know what I mean? So, once I practiced and sort of got into the habit of building that belief, then my anxiety slowly went away,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What used to happen to me a lot is I will wake up in the middle of the night and I start thinking, right? And it's everything negative, and you start looking at every situation in your life and you start worrying and blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing that, I'm like, nope, I don't want to think about anything else. I just go and I don't think anything. And I intend to have a good night's sleep. Gone.
You know what? You're right too. Actually, another way to sort of get over the anxiety is I intend to overcome my anxiety. I intend to always think positive and to always feel good. Um, you know, those are really good intentions as well for general anxiety. And so what some people do to overcome anxiety is they say, okay, I'm going to go out for a walk. And then when I come back, like that's going to get rid of my anxiety. So they actually create that certain things will actually help to get rid of their anxiety as well, if they're not quite sure. Because you know what, not only will our thoughts create anxiety, we can just say, I intend to feel anxious. And guess what? You'll call an anxious feeling into you and not even know where it came from, because we can actually create our feelings with intentions. Because again, feelings are just a manifestation of our thoughts. By the way, I intend to feel good and calm. I started feeling anxious there. I was like, oh no, I don't like that. I felt it right there in the tummy. I was like, oh man, that was fast.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be emotional wreck after this phone call. Andrew's gonna be like, "What's wrong with you?" Nothing. I did a video.
Yeah, don't go there.
Right? No, I intend to feel good. I intend to feel calm. I never get anxiety ever. So focusing on, thoughts and intentions, like I always feel good. I always think positive, and then I always create the best in the situations, right?
Yeah, I love first thing when I wake up in the morning, I create an intention that I'm going to have an amazing day, that everything's going to go my way. And I notice the difference when I don't do those intentions before, my day starts, I see things differently. So I believe that intending before your day starts, intend to have a good day, that everything's going to go your way, you'll see that you'll feel better and you won't get to that anxious feeling as much.
That's true. That's true. Yes, I do that every morning as well. Before I get out of bed, remind myself who I am. I think that the main times, of anxiety for most people, pardon me, are bedtime, middle of the night, waking up, and in the morning, so important to be on our intentions, before we go to bed, and to be thinking happy thoughts and beautiful thoughts. And I love what you said in the middle of the night, to tell yourself no. I actually, when I wake up like that, I actually do intentions. I remind myself that I'm God, and I do some intentions because I'm up anyway. So might as well, right? The brain's like, oh, I want to talk. I want you to sort things out, and it's like, I say, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I intend, because, that's the time that, we say to do the intentions is when, you think about the subject or you have a negative thought about the subject. So, and those times when you've got anxiety, the name of the game, if you want to manifest something, is to talk yourself out of it. Because if you've got anxious thoughts about a subject, guess what? You're going to create more manifestations that are going to make you more anxious with that person, because that's what you're actually putting out into the world, and you get what you give. So, you know.
So positive thoughts create positive outcomes. So think positive. Don't think negative, and negative thoughts cause anxiety, right?
Exactly. I know, thinking positive. Great things are going to happen in your life, plus you're going to feel good. I mean, what do you have to lose, right? So start out small, go easy on yourself. If anxious thoughts have been a habit for you, I mean, start off small, but you've got to talk yourself out of it. You know, it can be a block if the anxious thoughts are geared towards what you're trying to manifest. If you're trying to like manifest, Jerry, but you have no anxiety there, but you have anxiety towards like your career, and you don't care about manifesting anything in your career, then the anxiousness you have towards your career is not going to affect Jerry. But if you're trying to manifest Jerry and you're anxious about it, then that's going to affect it. So, you know, I mean, maybe work on your anxiety in one area at a time. And, you know, if you guys do need help, I mean, Erika is an amazing coach. She can help you with strategy to overcome your anxiety for sure. Yeah.
I always say changing the way you think is a small price that you have to pay in order to see the life that you want to have, in order to see your manifestations come to life. What do you have to lose? Like, it's free, and you have a lot of positive things that you can gain, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like, get excited. You wouldn't believe everything that you could possibly have, you know? I mean, knowing the power and realizing you're God and holding that feeling, I mean, you can have anything. Like, where do you want to stop it, you know? And, you know, again, you know, we've spoken about this in other videos, but the belief and faith in your power of creating is really what gets you out of these emotions quickly. Because, you know, where does the fight go? Well, I'm worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, wait a minute. Don't your thoughts create? Yes, they do. Are you worried now? No, I'm not actually. Oops, I totally forgot for a minute there, right? So it's about the constant reminder, bringing yourself back to, you know, the God state, you know. That's
something very important. Have fun with it. Like, we're too serious. Like, oh, like I need this, and like, no, have fun with it. Okay, now I want to create this. And when you have that type of mentality, like, I'm doing this for fun, you'll see things happen faster for you.
Exactly. Life is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be serious. We're here for a good time, not a long time. That's a song lyric, my favorite song in the world.
Love it.
Right? Because we are, you know, it's about having fun, enjoying it. And you're right. You know, the more we enjoy it and the more fun we have with it, the easier it becomes, and life just goes along, right? And, you know, one thing I've always said is, you know, even when my negative thoughts do manifest, you know, I just laugh and I'm like, well, at least I know it still works, you know, because I know it's not forever. I can change it just that quickly, right? You know, and I like doing little things where, you know, little quirky things show up during the day, or quirky people call me quirky things that are kind of unusual, because I can. And it's because I'm like, okay, like, you know, it's all good. You know,
exactly.
All good.
So if something negative happened, you created that negative thing, don't worry about it. You can always change it around. And that's a good indicator that you have that power to create, right? I created that negative thought. No, now I want to create something positive. Thank you. That's an indicator that I was thinking negatively, that I was having this fear, right? I don't want to go there. Now I'm going to create something positive for myself.
Exactly. That is so awesome. Well, I hope that helps you guys. I know it'll help you guys. I intend it'll help you guys. Like every video we put out, we intend that it's going to help you, that there'll be something that you can find from it. And thank you so much for being here, Erika. Awesome.
Thanks, Amanda.
Welcome. And guys, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. You guys are all amazing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.